Alright, well I made this, I clicked two buttons to make this randomly generated terrain. Good, not very good terrain. But I clicked two buttons to make it, and I can randomize further. The two buttons I clicked were generate and randomize. Here's clear. So those are the three buttons I can click to get new terrains. But I didn't do any of the possible settings. So I'm going to leave that part to you, but I'll walk you through how to use the Aidan Clyens terrain generator, which I found on GitHub. This is what I mean by the Aidan Clyens. I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. Terrain generator. This is the URL. And what you do is to make, they used the generator to make all these different terrains. Is first you have to prompt the terminal in the assets folder, but not in Unity, in your assets folder once it's created on your computer with this prompt. That's how it downloads to Unity all this stuff. So in Unity Hub, I'm going to create a new project. I'm going to call this Terrain Generator. 2. And let's see if it's going to go where I want it to go. No, so I'm going to select a folder on my desktop. Select a folder. Oh, did it pull up a select a folder somewhere? I have 3 screens open. Maybe it pulled it up someplace else. Oh, I see. I have to select it. Like I've never done this before. Okay. I'm going to go to... I think I have it on my desktop. Actually. Yeah. Terrain Gen Unity. Select folder. So Terrain Generator 2 will go to my Terrain Generator desktop folder, and I'll create the project. I won't make you watch this thing load. For the next bit, you'll need to have Git installed in your computer. This is a GitHub page, Git guides / install Git, telling you how to install Git. Probably most of you already have this installed in your computer. If you've ever used GitHub, you probably have this. So I know where my Terrain Generator 2 is. You saw me save it in the folder on my desktop. But if you've lost track of that, you can always click these 3 dots, Show and Explorer. Here's Terrain Generator 2. Here is my assets folder. And I can right-click in here and get the terminal. And then I want to get the... somewhere I get here, I have my pages open. Somewhere I have, I hope. Let me find the original GitHub page for this stuff. Yeah, here it is. This is the Aidan Clyens terrain generator. And the instructions are on this page, the main page here of their GitHub repository, in their README. So that's the instructions I've been following, but they're not entirely intuitive, so I'm handing this forward. So here's my, I just copied the git command. Here's my Terrain Generator 02 assets folder. I right-click in here and open the terminal. This is the part where I need git because I'm going to make a git command. I just paste it in this git clone command and hit enter. And this will also take a little while to run. I'll pause the video. I know when it says when it gives me the user mark the desktop prompt that it's done, because it's done everything else. So don't guess I need that, and I don't think I need this anymore. Although if I open I'm in my assets folder. I should see, yeah, terrain generator, but I don't want to open it from here. This is my file structure for my laptop. I want to open it here in my scene. Take a minute to, there we go. So in my assets now I have a terrain generator, and if I double click on it, I see images, McGee Games settings, and then some license information and readmes. I noticed that McGee Games has a procedural terrain generator folder in it, and I noticed that inside there, this is my prefab. I was looking in the prefabs before. And there's rocks and trees, but I really wanted to see this. I just didn't notice that it was a prefab. But when I click on it here, you can see in the inspector, it is a prefab asset. I can drag it into this scene, just drop it anywhere. Now it appears in my hierarchy, and if I have it selected here or in the scene, it will show up in the inspector. And down here I have this terrain map generator script. There's a height map generator script as well, hydraulic erosion, forest generator, but I'm just going to play with this one for now. Terrain map generator script. When I scroll down, there are 3 buttons: randomize, generate, and clear. So I'm just going to hit generate. I see some water up here, so I must be, yeah, there we go. And I have to admit, this is what I did last time. I ended up underwater, and it took me a while to realize it, and then I realized there's only water, so then I hit randomize. There we go. Okay. Some of this land is so high above water that there was only like one place you would see water if you were above. I'll hit here. I'll hit this again. So there we go. So we're just randomizing. Now I want to point out a couple of things. I can clear this and start over. I can generate from, I guess generate from scratch doesn't work, so I'd have to clear and start over. And randomize, basically just takes the parameters I've got here and just applies some kind of heuristic to it. But there are things to play with here. Chunk grid width, level of detail, blah blah blah. And in fact, the page, the README page, goes through some of this. Terrain generator, just showing different settings. Height map settings, noise type, Perlin, and other choices we can make. I guess that's not, maybe it is a choice, looks like a drop down. Hydraulic erosion settings, these are just some examples. And water and generate, save, load. So those are the buttons we just looked at. Okay, save terrain, lakes, load. Okay, we can load different things. So I didn't want to get too deep into all that this can do. I will just go back and say all of these were created with this generator. So it has a certain amount of range. But that's how to get it working and to begin to play with it, and that's the end of the video.